Sir, one last question. If you look at the geopolitical situation globally, and obviously India today is playing a very pivotal role in the global growth, what is your view? Because there are so many things which are, or events I would say, including elections which are happening this year. There is uncertainty about the outcome of US elections in terms of how the new US administration will behave when it comes to dealing with China and the so-called trade war that has been going on for some time. The entire conflict in the Middle East, including the, the stress in the Red Sea area where India is also playing a very vital role in keeping those lines open. You have a war in Ukraine that is weighing very heavily on Europe. In the middle of all of this, India is a beacon of hope, but at the same time, India will have to be very watchful of how the global events play out. What is your sense in terms of economic impact of these global events in next 1 or 2 years on the prospects of Indian growth?
So look, what conflicts currently exist, I think we'll be able to navigate those quite okay. We have navigated so far extremely well. We have kept our friendships and we have not risked our friendships which are relatively newer. We have in fact strengthened those friendships also. Now, one event that really lurks in the background is Taiwan-China conflict and what shape that might take. I think, we'll only know when that happens. That could certainly be a challenge. That will certainly be a big challenge. But as long as, that conflict doesn't get out of hand.
But you see that as a possibility, a real conflict between China and Taiwan.
It's certainly there. We don't know what will happen or what will not happen and what form it might take. But that's something we'll need to be very watchful of. But other than that, the other uncertainties you point out, for example, changes of the governments, for example, in the United States, if that were to happen and all. Luckily, in that area, the consensus in the United States with respect to India has been bipartisan. We have had 3 or 4 administration changes and from Republican to Democrat, Democrat to Republican. And this one relationship, US-India, has continued to flourish and get better and better, warmer and warmer. So I'm not concerned on that front, certainly. I think that relationship will remain.